just gonna drink this water down and head to work after that. My eyes, if it looks teary, I put in some liquid tears, everyone. Thank you. Heading over to my parents, we're gonna actually go to breakfast together. The breakfast was absolutely wonderful. We had great conversation. My mom is saying, we need to make this a quarterly thing. I'm like, works for me. I know someone that's dealing with some school issues, and specifically their child getting the service that they need. And I said, okay, I'll get a little ChatGPT and tell it what to say in there, how to create it. Say, here's the information, here's this. I wanted to list all these different support things, make it like a letter, make it like it's getting sent by an attorney or an expert teacher or a combination of such. So yeah, worked on that, get it printed out, signed, email it to the school system. Same school system I used to work with, by the way, which is why I know how the game is played. I sent that email for them. I held them at 12:05. It wasn't even 30 minutes before that 5:04 chair calls. See, I know what I'm talking about. You gonna say that a child with certain learning things got an F and they don't have any behavior thing? They're saying that the child is talking too much. Okay, the child is talking too much. That's something that the parents can deal with at home, to be quiet. But if you're giving them instructions and you're telling them that they need to do A, B, C, and D, and they have higher executive thinking issues where even if you do a list that they can't do it, that's not enough. They have to get an accommodation. They have to get an accommodation. All right. Put this on, my brakes on. Just get out the way. Yeah, so, yeah, there was a call in less than 30 minutes. And, yeah, this is a family member. And this family member wants to just really be big on, we're not blaming the teacher. It's not really, we're not blaming a teacher when we say that a child is not getting what they're learning. It's not anything against the teacher. The child needs more resources to get what they need. If they got a D or an F, or for especially an F, that means that they failed. So maybe the student has something to do with that, but also maybe the teacher has something to do with that, in the fact that there's a bunch of kids in that classroom. Although this is small group, this child needs even more attention than the small group. Don't hold back now, okay? What I'm saying is, at the school, okay, you said they got an F and you have some people that aren't this child's parents trying to do everything that they can for this child. And this relative that I know is trying to be so nice each time. She's like, well, I'm just venting. To me, if you bring something up to me, I'm like a horse in the gate. You know, let's go, let's do something. This would have been going on for another 2 months if I wouldn't went ahead and wrote that stuff in there and put it in ChatGPT and request a specific plan. Now sometimes you have to say what you need, because those counselors, trust me, half the time they don't even know what to do. Those counselors that are 504 chairs, they don't know what accommodations they need. And then they're up there with the teachers, and the teachers, they want minimal accommodations because they already have enough to do, which I could understand. But when it gets down to it, hey, not my problem, okay? And then they asked me, do you want to come? I'm like, absolutely not, because I think I know who that 504 chair is, and I think that they would recognize me if they saw me. And plus I have an unusual last name. We've probably been in some meetings and stuff before. I think I know who this one is. I think that they might have been a para or a custodian, and they're now up to being a counselor. But I think I definitely know who this person is, because both of my kids went there, and I think I remember my son talking about this person. And the person like, oh, they were talking about 504 or this or that. Oh, I know exactly what it is. If you say a child has an F and they need to learn to be responsible, okay, we're gonna deal with it from as a parent, you deal with it from your end, or a guardian. Okay, we'll deal with it from our end. This person, that's what I'm saying to say to this person. What I said to this person is like, okay, you're going to deal it from your end, and then the school's going to deal with it from their end. They're obliged by law to create an individualized plan for that child to succeed. That's like this. They have like over $1 billion budget. Get somebody over there. They already have a specialist math teacher. Get the specialist math teacher. That's what they have those specialists there for. Oh, you can't accommodate? Oh, well, you need to find some way for him to be accommodated. If you can't do it, then they're supposed to pay for, bring some in-house services in. They're supposed to pay for a contractor to come in there. See, I know of what I speak about. This relative of mine is trying to be so polite, and she's being very polite. She makes sure the teachers get gifts, the cafeteria people get gifts, everybody gets gifts, being nice. Like, I'm just a person, I'm trying to do the best I can, and here's all the things they're doing. They don't care all that thing you're doing at home. All they care about is the student got an F, and I'm teaching them to be more responsible. Define that. Are you specifically doing what you're doing with all the other kids? Or are you really working on high executive skills based on that specific child? Because that's what's supposed to be happening. This isn't the type of child that's going to be part of the herd, at least for now. Maybe once they get older and they mature more,